Good morning. It's been tough, but it's been great. Last video, Ultra Race, was amazing, and the weekend after Ultra Race we went to Shotsu Drift. We had the best time there. I was drifting the Skyline, Marek was drifting the E30, but we both decided that we don't really want to film. We just want to take some time off the camera and just for once, you know, go to a drift event and enjoy driving instead of focusing on filming. The Skyline on Ultra Race layout, which was pretty, you know, it was a slow layout, very slow drifting, but last weekend on proper racetrack, we changed the settings of the car a bit, we gripped it up, we put semi-slick tires at the back. Man, the car rips, and I got used to the car. I did a lot of driving last weekend, and man, I'm so happy. I cannot wait until the next drift event, which is this Saturday. So in 3 days. This one we're gonna film. This one's again a slow layout on Libros Ostrava, not far from here, but that should be cool. And this video we're starting from the shadow because it's 33 degrees Celsius, super hot, the hottest day of the year today, and I really don't want to step into the sun. Even in shadows I'm sweating. But we're gonna start with a package that I had in front of my house for a couple of weeks already. I brought it here, so let's open it and see what's inside. I mean, I know what's inside, but you don't know. Came with our big boy bushik. We still didn't fix the back thing to open the bushik, so now there is a bit of engineering done. All you need to do is just do a bit of this. Wait, you need both hands. Easy. That's the package. Let's take it out and open it. Bit of situation. So like I said, I had this bumper sitting packed in front of my house for the past weeks, and that was a mistake because now the shape of it is completely lost because it was standing in a heat on this side. So as you can see, this is the shape the bumper should have. This one is like, it's 90 degrees. It's not only deformed here, but it's also deformed like here. All of this should be it's trash. So my excitement just went down 10 levels, but yeah, nothing we can do about it. Let's just treat it as a lesson that if you order a body kit or whatever made from fiberglass, better to open it straight away and just keep it in a nice cool place instead of in the package standing awkwardly in super hot weather. It's life. In the meantime, Adam is preparing the surface here around just to protect it because there is one piece missing still on this car, and it's a hood. And today we're gonna try to focus on a hood, mounting the hood, cutting the holes for the trumpets, and then painting the hood as well. Of course, we don't have Skyline R32 hinges, so we are using these, and these are from BMW E39. They should roughly fit to the chassis. We just need to make it fit to the hood, but it shouldn't be big of a problem for Adam. And what we're gonna do now is get rid of the trumpets so we can firstly mount the hood to the body, and then we're gonna think about cutting the holes for the trumpets later. So Nissan Skyline E39 hood hinges, a bit of cutting, a little bit of welding, easy. It's gonna be totally different car with the hood. Okay, it's been a couple hours and I wanted to give up on that bumper, but the boys said let's put it on the sun and let's try to reshape it. So Adrian took out the original bumper from the 86 and kind of connect both bumpers together with some clamps. So this new bumper would get a bit of shape of the original stock bumper. We put it on the sun, and like I said in the morning, it's super hot today, over 30 degrees, so the bumper's already, it's kind of shaping into a good direction. So maybe there's gonna be something out of it, we'll see. Definitely we're gonna have to change the exhaust, but I wanted to do it anyway, as you see, this exhaust has been connected with this hook by some Irish lads, so gonna have to redo the exhaust. But this car with that bumper, oh, because I didn't say, this is the back of this car always was missing something. It was, you know, the car has side skirt, it has a nice lip, front lip, but the back was always kind of stock-ish looking without anything. So that's why we got this bumper from a friend, Szeszko. I'm not sure what model it is. It's definitely wider than original. It's wider here to the back and it's wider here. The car is gonna look more complete because, you know, the side skirt is wider, front lip, and then now the back as well. Also, because of today's weather, I bought a new commuter. Although this channel is not really about bikes, so, and same color as the E30, so I don't know, 1 to 5, because I don't have a bike license. When Adam is welding the hinges for the hood, I started sorting out all the wheels and tires that we're gonna use on a Saturday on the drift event on Libros. Man, after Ultrace and after last weekend, we have so many wheels and tires, and like everything needs to be sorted. All the old tires, used tires, some of them need to be flipped because of the cars that run encumbered. Some of them are total garbage, so they need to be utilized. Some of them are new, and there's a full mishmash of my Miata 15s, Skyline 18s, and Jimmy's 17s. One of Jimmy's 17s. So a couple of episodes ago, I was, you know, we bought Jimmy's wheels, very fancy, you know, not the cheapest wheels as well. And my guy decided he's not gonna care, and one of his wheels got a little damage here. I think it might be either someone else's car, most likely Adam's, or a curb. E39 hinges are a bit more complex than E36, as you can see, because the whole hood not only opens like this, but it goes like this, no? It moves up. So
na pewno zastosowaliśmy je z tego względu, a nie z tego, że są najtańsze i ogólnie dostępne.
Dokładnie. Okay, the hinges are done, and now Adam is drawing the shape of the trumpets, and we're gonna cut out the hood. classic. Yesterday when I was going to bed, I planned the whole day today. I had a plan to film a good video, and the reality verified me very quickly in the morning. 5 tons of coal just arrived. For the OG viewers of the channel, you guys know what it is, but for the new people, I'll just do a quick explanation of what is this, because it might be not too obvious for people from outside Poland and Europe, I guess, in general. So we use coal to heat up the houses in winter. And this here is 5 tons of coal that I need to shovel through this little window to the basement. And once or twice a year I need to do the coal. This time it's about 5 tons. It's probably gonna take me half a day. Now it's 8 AM, so it's not as hot still, but at midday the forecast showing 30 degrees, so I'd rather do it now when it's not as hot. And it's so funny because with everything that we are progressing for the past years, you know, the cars are getting better, the garage, the shop and everything's changing for better, but some things just remains the same. If the coal comes, there needs to be someone to shovel it. So as much as I don't enjoy it and I'm not looking forward to it, I think even in the past we did some live streams on this channel when we were doing a coal with Marek, like in winter. It was bad, but yeah, let's do it. Okay, it's been 1 hour. This is what I did in 1 hour. It goes very slowly. It's 9:30. Boys woke up, and I have a feeling that there's gonna be some help coming, so it'll be much faster than that. It's getting hot. Also, extra motivation is that this is the way out of my yard, so I cannot go anywhere. I cannot move any cars or anything, so it literally needs to be done. It cannot be pushed till tomorrow or whenever, which is a good thing because I would push it forever. Even though shoveling 5 tons of coal is not something I would like to do, it's quite interesting because there is a positive feeling when I'm doing it. I think it has something to do with like a nostalgia feeling, because I live in this house since I was born. We were growing up in this house with my parents and sisters, and since I could remember anything, there was always 2 times a year that my dad had to shovel all the coal from literally the same spot. And when we were super young, we were just, you know, watching my dad shoveling, and then when I was growing up, I had my little shovel. I was helping my dad doing the coal, and then since I was getting older and older, we were both shoveling the coal, and then my parents moved out, and since then I was doing it myself for the past 10 years maybe. And there is definitely a good positive feeling when I need to do it, especially that since we started YouTube channel, since we started working on cars here, when Marek was living in my place, we always had to do it. We really didn't like it every time we had to do it, but I don't know. I guess it's one of those things in life when you hate it as a child, but then when you're growing up, you look back and I don't know, you enjoy it. So, but hey, me shoveling coal is not why you clicked on this video. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, this is the moment. Let's see how much building of such a car actually cost, here in Poland at least. I'll try to be very briefly so this video won't take too long. Basically, we firstly bought a chassis, and it was a rolling shell, and we got some extra parts. We paid 35,000 for it, and we brought it back to the garage. Next thing is the engine, and let's put it into sections because I have it like this here. Engine build. the engine block. Helford comes, the whole set. Then ITBs with adapters, with linkage, with trumpets, coils and spark plugs, machine work on the heads. We put the engine together on new bearings, new IRP studs, new piston rings, new timing kit and alternator set, and we also have new custom engine and gearbox mounts. So that's the engine covered. Let's move on. The next thing is the gearbox and adapter kit with clutch. The chassis that we bought wasn't super rusty, but it needed some bodywork and also some different things. So here I have a roll cage. The roll cage cost is just the material because all the labor and all the work is gonna be at the end. Bodywork and painting prep, so everything from sandblasting to preparing the chassis to welding a bit of rust here and there and just getting the body of the car ready for painting. Then we have all the body kits, so body panels, fenders, front, back, bumpers, hood, rear window and mirrors. Then we have wheels, Workmeister L1s, new Advant tires and titanium wheel nuts. And there in the chassis section I still have bash bars and wing. Bash bars and wing was obviously fabricated by Adam and Philip, our friends, but this is the rough price what would you have to pay for such parts. The next section is suspension. PC Racing coilovers, we have Destroy suspension kit, so there's arms, knuckles, and then we have the whole brake system. So Mercedes brake calipers, brake discs, pads, caliper adapters, pedal box, and pizza brakes, braided brake lines. Then we have axle shaft and drive shaft, shifter. And that would conclude the suspension, or just the things that are under the car. This section I called systems around the engine and the drive. And here we have fuel system, power steering, cooling system and oil system. And then moving on to interior and wiring. So full ECU master set, which is ECU, PMU, digital display, keyboard and all the wirings. And then we have the rest of the interior, so the seats, Vertex steering wheel, the dash, door cards, all the plastics, and then we have harness, fire extinguisher system, shift knob and a firewall. Again, some things like, for example, firewall was made by Philip, a friend, but this is more or less the price you'd have to pay for such fabrication, just to round it up. There might be even more. And then we have exhaust system, and of course exhaust system could be done cheaply and simply, but we really wanted to make some extra steps with this build. So we have stainless steel exhaust system from equal length headers, we have vibrant V-bands, 101 muffler and 101 valves. And then there is a whole Kubas fabrication work. Again, more or less, this is the price you need to pay for such exhaust system. Then we have painting. The supplies we got from Novel, but this is everything you need to pay for to buy all the painting supplies that you need to paint the car. And then the paint job. It's hard to put the price on a paint job because it can be cheap, it can be expensive, it really depends. But this time we painted everything. We painted underbody of the car, we painted interior, roll cage, the whole chassis and all of the body panels. It was really a lot of painting. Most of the painting was done by me and Adam, but if you just leave your car in a paint shop, this is what you'd have to pay for it. And then there is a whole labor. It's very hard to put the price on this as well, because when we travel and we talk to people a lot about, you know, different things about building cars, turns out that labor here in Poland is quite cheap comparing to United States, comparing to New Zealand and some other countries. So it's quite hard to justify the pricing for labor in different countries. But here roughly for all the fabrication, bodywork, engine assembly and pretty much the whole car, Adam was doing the whole car. Every part of it, from painting, from like custom work, I don't know, of course we helped as much as we could, me and the boys and all the other friends, but Adam did most of the job. He was working on this car for the past 6 months, almost every day to be honest, and this is more or less how much it would cost here in Poland. Probably more, but of course we're friends, so it works a bit differently. And this is pretty much it. You obviously have so many different little things that you just go to shop and buy and you don't put it on a list. So many things that you forget about, but I'll just add it here as an extra 10,000 because it was probably, again, more than that. So here you have it. That's the price you'd have to pay for building a car like this here. But of course, out from my pocket, it was less, because obviously we have some sponsors, friends, some partners, and also there is YouTube revenue. When I film all the process, I edit the videos, I put some work, you guys watch it and we get some money back of it, which I am obviously super grateful for. Yeah, it's not easy to talk about stuff like this, it's not easy to talk about money, but I'd like to be as much transparent as I can be. It's a lot of money, but the car is a top level build. It would probably be much more expensive if this would be a competition car for competition drifting, but as you guys know, we are not into competition drifting, so some of these stuff like, you know, roll cage we just did in a garage with a tube bender, it doesn't have FIA approval or stuff like this, you know. So yeah, here you have it.
Okay, so
This beautiful view concludes this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.